Welcome to Frankly Speaking. My name is Onkgopotse JJ Tabane. We're coming to you live from the SABC here in Auckland Park tonight. One of my big bugbears in politics is politicians who don't know when it is time to quit. Ex-President Zuma, who's apparently getting married for the umpteenth time, can you believe it, eh? Had to be forced to resign. After 8 motions of no confidence were tabled against him in Parliament, he left dishonorably, unnecessarily if you ask me, being chased away by the ANC's NEC. Now his carbon copy in the Northwest, Supramahuma Pilu, wants the whole place to go up in flames first before he reads the writing that's on the wall, right? What is it with politicians and power, eh? Well, someone who seems to have read the signs and has quit her party yesterday is Makosi Khoza, who has just quit her brand new party yesterday. But on this, I ask a different question. Is party politics really the solution for the catalyst of societal change? Does anyone remember Mampele Rampele, who used to really carry herself with a lot of dignity when she used to be in civil society, being a leader there in civil society, taking up issues that matter to people? Her brush with politics just damaged her reputation. And she was soon in the mud, being accused of all kinds of things, being accused of leaving a wreck in her wake called Ahang. Well, let's take a look at some of the highlights of prominent interventions by Dr. Khoza in our politics recently.
We have the personification of state institutions. And this personification of state institutions is not just something that is just about SABC, but it's something that is permeating throughout.
Uphold the ANC constitution. Mr. President, uphold the country's constitution. Step aside and let moral and ethical leaders lead this country to a prosperous path. I am refusing to support corrupt leadership, so I am punished. If I continue with being in the ANC, I'm actually saying corruption is okay, and I don't think so. If you are a leader, you have to be a visionary. And if you are a leader standing on a moral and ethical platform, you have to be clear about that. And you are not going to allow people that clearly display interest only in positions.
Well, to understand what on earth happened for Dr. Khoza to quit, she has come all the way from Durban tonight to be my guest. Let's go talk frankly to her. Dr. Khoza, thank you so much for being my guest tonight and giving us some time really to understand what is going on. You've seen in those clips there the kind of role you've played, the kind of sentiments you have expressed over a protracted period, both inside and outside of Parliament. What happened? Why, after forming this party, within such a short time, you are actually retiring from politics?
Well, an opportunity has arisen for me to go and head something that has to do with my passion, which is local government. And I really honestly feel that that sphere of government has been neglected. Again, in politics, the truth is anybody can be a politician. There are no set of standards that says you qualify to be a politician. Yeah. But some areas are very specialized. And the other thing that you must know is that I've just developed this new system for isiZulu language, which has proven that isiZulu is mathematics. Now, because I have invented that, who is going to teach the trainers, to train the trainers? Yeah. There is no way I have to weigh my options. Do I let the black African child suffer, or do I go to Parliament and make the noise and do whatever that I have to do? I think my priorities are saying to me, I'm going to make more impact if I go back to the sphere of local government and if I work towards elevating the black African languages.
But how long did it take for you to in a sense, bring the new party into existence? In other words, do you think that with the decision you have taken now, it means this thing was not well thought out? Maybe you thought that it was a bit, do you think now that it was a bit rushed when you look at in retrospect? Because you've probably provoked a lot of people who then joined you, and then you are going to let them down by leaving them there.
There is something that many people don't understand. Actually, ADEC is the culmination of civil society movements that had contested local government elections in 2015. Forum for Service Delivery, United Front of Civics, MCA, the Metsimahulu, whatever association, I can't remember. So you have that, and a lot of other ratepayers associations.
So are you saying it's not a Makosi Khoza thing?
No, it's not a Makosi Khoza thing. I was approached by them. And Moses Mayekiso, who is the leader of the United Front of Civics, they are the ones that approached me. And the only reason why they approached me, they were saying to me, listen, we want you to unite all these little civil society movements that had contested the local government elections because they would like to contest the elections at national level. So I was merely there to amalgamate those.
But surely you put your own stamp on it. And I wanted to ask you, why is it that it all looked like an ANC light? So symbolism of the ANC, heritage of the ANC. If it was so civil society based, why did it suddenly look like it was along the lines of a splinter of the ANC?
I've always had the passion for local government. You ask anybody. By the way, all my postgraduate qualifications, all of them are punctuated by local government.
Yes, I mean, you're talking about what you're going to do next.
Yes, no. You must listen to what I have to say. So when I am approached by Forum for Service Delivery, remember all these organizations had contested elections at local government level because they were frustrated.
All right, I want to explore that a little bit after the break, just to understand what is the genesis of the party, right? Whether or not it was purely external to you, or you had something to do with those civil society now being organized into a party. And after the break, I want you to just take me through the background of how you got to then form a new party. We are on, frankly speaking, I'm talking to Dr. Makosi Khoza. She quit a new party yesterday, and tonight she's here to explain to us what on earth that is about. Let's take a break.
When you send the message you wrote for your girlfriend to your mother instead.
Oh, give me strength. Give me strength.
When you can't back out, give me strength. Morvite gives you the strength to stay strong and positive. Fill up with the goodness of sorghum.
Some milk?
I really love milk, but sadly I can't drink it. I'm lactose intolerant.
No lac is lactose free. Calcium, vitamin D. Be free from the pain. Enjoy dairy again. No lac, be free. Enjoy dairy again with lactose free No Lac. Made with love by Clover.
Next on The Amazing Race.
The scientists want answers.
We thought you guys were trying to screw us.
It's rough seas for the pro wrestlers.
So pick it up!
I'm trying!
Well, you're yelling at me to pick it up quicker.
And an infamous challenge.
Come on! My ox is broken!
Returns.
Cryptic Clues, The Amazing Race, Wednesday at 7:30 on 3.
In an attempt to rejuvenate their marriage, Meg and Nick take a belated second honeymoon to Paris.
I'm glad we got married. That's why I wanted to celebrate this weekend.
Do I please you, monsieur?
Crammed with exciting new experiences.
Try me again, and I promise it'll be more fun this time.
The Weekend, Saturday at 7 on 3. The stage is yours.
Something's brewing between the Spectres and the Foresters, and not everyone is pleased.
A Forester. You are a Spectra. That combination can only lead to disaster and tragedies.
Got RJ and Coco. There's Thomas and Sally. You heard what Steffi said. Doesn't hurt to be extra careful with so many specters in the mix.
I'm gonna make sure she doesn't ruin anything else.
I'm just curious to see how this all plays out.
Will this be the dawn of a new era? The Bold and the Beautiful, weekdays at 5:30 on 3.
Welcome back to Frankly Speaking. We're coming to you live from the Auckland Park studios of the SABC. You can follow our show by tweeting us at SABC News Online. You can also tweet us at JJ Tabane, and the hashtag is Frankly Speaking. Dr. Koza, a lot of people are nervous about new political parties being formed and so on, because a lot of people are looking for hope. They're looking for an alternative, right? Surely, when you are forming this, you're looking at something that would better the ANC, right? More than it just being as a conglomeration. Just take me through the thinking about forming this new party briefly.
Okay, first of all, you must understand, when I resigned, I made it very clear that I was going to join civil society. But then when I was beginning to get involved with civil society, then there came these organizations that wanted me to lead this new political party. And I agreed to them that, okay, I would do it. But I still was very clear to them that I am still very committed to civil society. Now, what has actually happened is that I am not just quitting ADEC. I'm quitting politics. The party politics.
Why?
The reason why I am quitting party politics is because there is an opportunity that has arisen for me to go and head an entity that is going to be focused on local government. Now, I am highly trained in local government, and I have extensive experience in local government. Secondly, I have this product that is going to be launched by Cambridge University on the 22nd of May, 2018. The reality of the situation, which is something that I never factored in, because I never expected that it was going to be published like that, and it was going to be something that would be considered as a textbook at school. The problem is that I'm the one that invented that thing. Now, I cannot have my leg in politics and also have my leg in education. And again, if I'm going to be making those interventions at municipal level, I cannot have those interventions at municipal level when I still have that party political tag.
I see. So you are telling us, and I would like you to be frank about this, that this is not because there was so much squabbles in the new party with people dragging your name already in the mud, with poor cooperation amongst the leadership, that you just thought this is just too much.
No.
And when this opportunity came, then you realized that it's better to go and do something fresh than have to sit with these squabbles. Just be level with us about it.
Let me be clear about that one. There was something that came up out of the people that were no longer members of ADEC, because we decided to sift through people that were just interested in positions. They were not happy with the concept that we came up with, which was politics unusual. So, and we told these people that we wanted to involve ordinary members of society to contest the elections. They wanted to be the ones to be on the list, party political list. So, and we then said, then you don't belong to this model of change that we have. So they went, and they then decided to call their own Imbizo. To me, they are a non-factor, because really those are not the people. As far as I'm concerned, I am leaving an organization that is in the healthy hands of Moses Maekiso, a seasoned trade unionist, a seasoned civil rights movement leader. And I do believe that Moses Maekiso has the capacity, the experience. He led the UDF. Why can't he lead ADEC now?
So you still have confidence in ADEC?
I have confidence in ADEC.
And you'll vote for it in the next election?
To be honest with you, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to be aligned politically now, because, as I am saying, I want to be working with Amakosi, for example. There is no way I can be working with Amakosi when I'm aligned to a political
That's true, but
party.
people who went to ADEC, most of them would have followed you, who would have loved your work, loved your passion for the work of service delivery to ordinary people and so on. So tonight you are saying what to them? Are you saying
going to be very happy?
Are you saying they must vote for ADEC?
No. I don't want to get into that terrain. Voting for ADEC, people can vote for ADEC. I do believe in Moses Maegiso, the leader that we have. That's true. There is no question. There is no two way about it. However, I am saying I am retiring from politics. I want to focus on local government. And the citizens of South Africa, they are not losing me. Because I'm still going to be there. But I'm not going to be wearing a political cap. But I'm still going to deal decisively with corruption at local government level. And I'm still going to work on promoting African languages as those of prestige and prosperity.
Let me go back to the issue of civil society. Very interesting that you are saying civil society organizations then invited you and then decided to do something they were not doing before you got there, which is to take what is civil society movements and turn it into a political party. Explain to me that transition and that thinking about here are civil society organizations that can make an impact. I mean, if you remember organizations like such as the TAC, right, Section 27, those kind of organizations, without being a political party, have made more impact, in fact, in some of the issues they're pursuing than political parties. Why did you turn those civil society into
I didn't
into
turn
politics?
them. You must remember, I only resigned last year in September. Those organizations already had contested local government elections. So don't misrepresent.
But as civil society?
They contested local government
individually.
elections. No, you have to be registered as a political party. We have a very, very funny system at local government level. If you are contesting local government elections as an independent, it's more expensive than when you are contesting as a party.
As a party.
So they were forced by the legal arrangement or the institutional arrangement to actually establish, to form themselves into a political party.
But do you think that's a good idea? Don't you think that civil society must be able to craft its own impact in society without being muddled into politics?
One of the reasons why I'm actually resigning from politics, it's because I do realize that there is more impact that you can make in civil society. I don't have much experience with civil society, I will be honest with you. It's something new that I'm going to be trying out.
Okay,
I want to be involved in civil society. And part of the reason why I want to be involved with civil society, there's generally voter apathy, which means that people are no longer have faith in the political parties and the political systems.
Absolutely, which is what you are saying about the ANC, that the ANC has lost all moral compass and so on. Then you go and form something that everybody looked like, but it looked like a mini ANC, a little bit of a logo that looks like the ANC. That was a bit confusing, but let's talk about it after the break to say, what can we do to correct this thing where civil society is not given the necessary attention in terms of impacting on society? Your own, frankly speaking, we're talking to Dr. Makosi Khoza. It's very interesting what she's saying, right? And I would like you to tell me on Twitter, on Facebook, about what you think about this whole dichotomy between politics and civil society. Let's take a break.
Captain Aquafresh is back with a new Super Fresh Clean. Experience double the cleaning performance with a microcrystal charged foam, giving you a mind-blowing up to 8 times longer lasting fresh feeling. New Aquafresh Extreme Clean Lasting Fresh. Wow! Wow!
Pop that bottle.
We're back! These fingers are ready to plan parties, cook, do amazing things. It's going to be a banging season.
Oh yeah.
We're coming with the bang. We're coming for everything.
The Hostess with Lorna Maseko. Weekdays at 8:30 on 3. The stage is yours.
Welcome to Is That a Fact, the show where we take a daring walk into the secret attic of your favorite local celebrity heroes and brush the dust off their strange and sensational story boxes in order to reveal the truth.
Once when driving to Cape Town, my parents forgot me at a petrol station and didn't realize until much later.
Lies! That pink hopper ball has pride of place in my living room, as it was given to me by Fallout Boy.
I think it's a fact. Michelle Obama one-side-eyed me for calling her Michelle.
Already sold on what the answer is there.
My special skill is I can burp on cue.
Do it.
Is That a Fact? Fridays at 8 on 3. The stage is yours.
Welcome to Frankly Speaking. On Twitter, you are very, very busy tonight, giving your comments about the Swati Dlamini says it's too early to accept defeat. We believe in your principles, Dr. Koza. Rise up and at least join the EFF. Right? And Sello Mutabeng is saying, Mr. Tawane, ask Mama Action for why did she resign before fulfilling what she believes in, which is the new policies of ADEC? Or maybe she's a coward. Kokezo Moloko says, JJ, please encourage her to start a think tank. She still has a lot to offer. She must start a think tank like Section 27 specifically with African issues at heart. She's a powerful woman and should not give up. And of course, then lastly, Thabo Mlungisi says, this is what happens when you include people like Lufuno Gogoro and Mpora Makatsa in your party. So I suppose people there, they're expressing, a wish that you shouldn't be quitting. Others are saying join the EFF and so on. Did you consider, though, as you are leaving the ANC, to go and actually patch yourself in a party like the EFF that surely shares some of your values?
No, not at all. I think it's got to be understood that I am saying I wanted to retire from politics. I really wanted to go to civil society. I think I'm going to make more impact there. And I do think that there is a space that we are not occupying as Africans. If you look at organizations such as AfriForum, or you look at other organizations, all those organizations, they are standing for particular interest groups. Yes. But we don't have interest groups that are really focusing on African issues. Hence, one of the things that is my real passion, which I think is something that we ought to have done in South Africa, is really the standing of Black African languages. It's something that hurts me, and I wanted to do something about it.
Given that, this is really confusing for me, and I'm relatively bright, but I'm confused on this one. Now, why, if the civil society people themselves, in a sense, civil society was their building blocks, why couldn't you convince them to change how they are doing things as political party into something that will become a civil society movement along the lines of Section 27, TAC, and so on?
You must understand that was not for my call. I mean, there is no way I can convince people that have decided they were a civil society movement, but they decided to go on a political platform. I can't convince them to go back. And that's not my judgment call. To be honest with you, I've had time after the death of Winnie Mandela. I've had time to reflect. And I'm a person with a reflective, a moral reflective capacity.
Talking about reflection.
And I've reflected, and I feel strongly that I'm going to make more impact if I am in civil society.
But in terms of the politics, in terms of the politics of the country, though, do you think that the NASREC outcome, changes the environment for us to be able to move the country forward differently? Because a lot of people were thinking, maybe we shouldn't have launched this party before NASREC, assess what happens in NASREC, and then out of that, you wouldn't have this unscrambling of an egg so early.
To be honest with you, I mean, I don't know. There is not much I can do about what people are thinking. There is only something I can do about what I want as the outcome of my activism. Whether do I think I'm going to be doing better when I'm in Parliament, or do I want to make an impact outside Parliament? I feel strongly.
But what about Nasdaq? Do you think it has created a new environment or not?
And to be honest with you, there is no question about the fact that Cyril Ramaphosa has started doing things that are promising for the country. Why rock the boat? Why do you have to be oppositional for the sake of being oppositional? I'm not going to oppose when there is something good that is coming up. And if I feel that the time has come for me to be more active in local governance, and I feel that time has come for me to be more active in the language and the education space. And that's
But what if you're invited into governance? You are going to local government, then Cyril Ramaphosa says, 2019, be Minister of Local Government. Take what you have studied, come and apply it where you can actually make a bigger impact. Will you ever consider that joining an executive?
Yes. You know, the ANC, I've been in the ANC for a very long time. And they knew that I'm very qualified in local government. They have never, ever considered me for anything.
So you'll be surprised if they did.
I would be surprised.
But you will not refuse?
I would be surprised. Well, I'm not saying I would refuse. I'm not saying I will accept. But local government is my passion. Anybody who can tell you, remember I became a mayor or a deputy mayor when I was only 26. And ever since then, I just went on, even academically.
And then finally, in terms of ADEC, did you live on good terms? In other words,
I did live on good terms.
To call you and say, hey, where's this file? Where's that account for this?
Of course,
you'll be able to do that.
I left on very, very good terms, and I do believe that ADEC is in the best hands of Mrs. Maiki.
What's your message to people who followed you to ADEC? What is your message tonight to them?
You know, my only message to people is that it's important to follow principles and not a personality. Because if you are going to follow a personality can change tomorrow. And then, but yet if you follow principles, you own the principles. But you don't own what an individual is going to be considering or weighing up.
So you don't want them to quit?
I don't want them to quit. I want them to really follow principles. And it would be wrong if they were just following me because I'm charismatic, it will be wrong because I wouldn't like to be like that. I mean, I wouldn't like to be like Hitler. You know, people that just simply follow a person you don't even question, even when the person is wrong.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khoza, for joining us.
Thank you,
Thank you so much. All the best with what you'll be doing next.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. That was Frankly Speaking, coming to you live from Auckland Park here in Johannesburg. What a fiery lady, hey? And we'll be watching what she does next. Until we talk frankly again, God bless you.
The word has got out that Fridays are the day to be at home to let us into